The exposure is quite good. It's a little bit grainy, so I would increase the MAS potentially. Wouldn't necessarily touch the KVP, potentially reduce it a little bit because it looks a bit hazy. But other than that, I'm happy to keep the KVP where it was and just up the MAS a little bit to get less of that quantum mottle in there. Good, could be slightly improved. Marker, again, so this looks like it's looks like a sin that's flipped. Anyway, not ideal. The marker should be in this particular area facing the anatomy. And I know that this is a left shoulder because if it was AP, okay, if it was AP, you'd have the clavicle there, you'd have sort of the scapula there, and the humeral head like that. So it's kind of facing this way. And also in the lateral, doesn't matter that you flip the patient around when you do the x-ray, the image gets flipped when you see them again. So even on the lateral, it should look like it's facing this way, or our right or the patient's left, okay? And because it's doing that, the scapula and humerus are facing this way and not that way, this is definitely a left lateral shoulder. Assuming that this is correct and the image hasn't been accidentally flipped. Anyway, so that's basically the marker is there, but definitely could be improved. Aesthetics, there's not much to mention about the aesthetics in terms of, apart from the humerus moving out of the way, so you actually see the lateral border of the scapula quite nicely. Collimation exposure is quite good, so happy with that, and wouldn't really change the exposure. There's no artifacts that I can see in this particular x-ray either. There's no bra straps or clips. So apart from that, positioning, pretty good. And there's no name or identification for this x-ray for anonymous reasons. In terms of pathology, I don't necessarily see any pathology in this particular case. No fractures in the humeral head or the scapula, that's very obvious. So apart from that, hopefully that made sense. Let's move on to the fourth case.